here on YouTube. Ugh, thank you. Hi, I'm Mallory Brooke, makeup artist and content creator here on YouTube, and today's video is a full face of MAC Cosmetics. I purchased all of these products a couple of months ago to plan for this video, so I'm so excited to finally be using them all together on camera because I have fallen back in love with some of my old MAC favorites. So if you're a makeup lover, collector, nostalgia makeup getting into-er, if you love nostalgic makeup, you're gonna love today's video because we are, like I said, using all MAC Cosmetics. I still love MAC Cosmetics, but I used to love, be obsessed with MAC Cosmetics, especially because they were always launching really fun new collections and they had great themes, and I would set my alarm and like like the Archie Comics collection, I kept one item from when I did my massive declutter from all those years ago, just because it's so nostalgic. It was when makeup used to be super exciting and there was like a real makeup community, not a beauty community that was like very talk bad about each other. We hope this person fails, but yet we'll leave them comments like, oh, you're the greatest. It was like back in the day when there was a community built around really fun, exciting makeup. So that's today's theme. I'm done with my speech here. By the way, this is 50 ounces of water. So if I drink 2 of these, I get my water for the day. Thank you, Chamberlain Coffee, for making such large mason jars. They're for brewing cold brew coffee, but I'm like, they could really be for water intake, and then my mugs could be for coffee. So today, this is an optional step. I've already prepped my skin with my skincare. I have very dry skin. If you're new to my channel, hi, hello, I have extremely dry, breakout prone skin. So none of these products break me out, but today I'm gonna go an extra step in prepping my skin because I just did cheek swatches of the new Charlotte Tilbury liquid blushes. So my skin is not happy with me, especially around my cheeks. So I'm gonna go ahead and take MAC's, can't get my words together. I'm literally coming off of a 2-week long migraine, and I've pushed through and still worked and still filmed, but it's like I still can't get my thoughts together. It's just awful. Anyway, found out that my latanoprost was causing the migraines, which sucks. So now I have to have a different medication option for glaucoma, and I don't know why I'm hitting myself right in the middle of my brows because I don't want another migraine. Anyway, that's beside the point. That's why we can't speak today. MAC's Strobe Cream is really wonderful for under and over foundation. You can use this all over your face. I'm going to use it as kind of an underpainting type of highlight, but this is like a moisturizer and highlighter in one. Oh my God, it feels so good. You can put it under your eyes. I'm gonna go ahead and put it on my forehead and my chin and just concentrate it on the areas that are most dry. Now this will make your foundation more glowy, so if you are not going for that look, definitely skip this step. You can apply some other primer or something like that that you need, but the foundation we're gonna be using today, you don't need a primer with. It is one of my all-time favorite foundations, and I'm just gonna go ahead and work the rest of this into my entire face because it just feels so good. I mean, look how glowy. Oh, it's so nice. Why not? Let's take that down the neck, girl. How nice is that? Just like on naked skin. We are obsessed. So that's in the shade Gold Light. They have other shades, but the Gold Light is wonderful for yellow undertones. So the foundation that we're gonna be using today is an all-time favorite. I purchased this when it first launched and I haven't stopped repurchasing this. And this is actually the foundation that I used on my model on the TV show Glam Masters, Kim Kardashian's Glam Masters on Lifetime TV, but now you can watch it on Hulu. Anyway, this foundation I swear by. It will not budge no matter what. I try a lot of different new foundations and see if they're waterproof. Will they last through a workout? Will they last through harsh environmental settings? And this one checks all the boxes, always has, and I love it. It is the MAC, forgot to say, MAC Pro Longwear Nourishing Waterproof Foundation, and I'm using the shade NC15 today. I have been using my Gradual Tanner, like lotion, so this might be a little too light for me, but I'm always in between NC15 and NC20, so we'll just kind of bronze up. So I'm gonna use about this much. It is pretty full coverage, so keep that in mind. A little goes a very long way. This has a very natural to even dewy finish. So because we use the strobe cream, it's gonna have even more of a dewy finish. See how pale that is? Oh girl, we're gonna have to bronze it up. That's okay. I thought that I had a tube of NC20, but I used it up like a few months ago. So we are an NC15 girl, and I ordered all of this knowing I had NC15, but forgot because I ordered all of this a couple months ago to do this video, and we're a little more golden than we were, but that's okay. See how much that got you? That was about a quarter of a pump of a regular foundation pump, and we're using just about all of it. All right, that is neck to face. We're gonna have to figure out a bronzing situation. We really only have a powder bronzer option with the MAC products that I purchased, but that's okay, that's all right. I'm not even gonna do any underpainting because I don't have a cream bronzer from MAC right now, but let me tell you, this concealer was one of the first high-end concealers I ever purchased, and I forgot how much I love it. It is still amazing, you guys. It is the Studio Finish Concealer. This is the shade NC10. This has SPF 30. It is so creamy. I like this better than all of the concealers I own right now. So I use, and I'm even including, where's my matte concealer brush? Okay, I currently cannot find it. It might be in one of my to-go makeup bags. So we're gonna go with the Sigma Concealer F75 brush. And the MAC concealer brush looks just about like this. So I like to apply this with the concealer brush. And NC10 is one shade lighter than NC15. And it's really great for under eyes to brighten. Just keep that in mind. Go 1 to 2 shades lighter for concealer underneath your eyes to get the brightening and color correcting effect. You could even go to an NW 10 or 15 to get a little bit of a pinkier undertone in MAC. But the Studio Concealer is so creamy. It is so full coverage. And then I just take my beauty blender and blend that out. You can use your finger. I don't like to do that. I always feel like I'm putting a lot of bacteria on my face, and I'm not a fan of that, so. Plus I feel like concealers kind of blend out better with a beauty blender. But this is extremely high coverage and looks so skin-like. Let me zoom you in so you can see. Like, it looks like skin underneath my eyes. I could build up the coverage if I wanted to. I'm fine with a little bit of darkness showing through just for a little more natural effect, but girl, MAC Studio Concealer in this pot, don't sleep on her. Don't make them discontinue this product. And it's got SPF 35 in it. You know what I mean? That's incredible. All right, the next product. Super nostalgic. Of course, they changed the packaging. MAC's Mineralized Skin Finish Natural in the shade Light. Still made in Italy, girl. We are talking fancy. So, we're gonna use the shade in Light. And the Mineralized Skin Finish, really? Holy crap. I forgot what a great setting powder it is, and it reminds me of a little bit glowier version of Laura Mercier Candle Glow Powder. So if you can't find your shade in Laura Mercier Candle Glow Powder, give MAC Mineralized Skin Finish Natural a try. And because this really blurs and perfects pores and your skin, I'm gonna go ahead and set my whole face with it. So nostalgic. Now, another nostalgic thing. We're gonna take MAC's Prep and Prime Fix Plus. MAC's Fix Plus, and we're just gonna go ahead and give this a little bit of a mist so it can all melt together. Wow, the scent of that brings me back to the innocent days of makeup on the internet. And I'm just gonna press this into my skin because no matter how long Fix Plus has been around, the sprayer still kind of will give you a little bit of a spottiness. And this just kind of seals the deal, presses it into the skin, and now we're ready to go. The only thing I didn't get from MAC is brow products. My brows are very hard to match, so I stick with the same products all the time. And I use Hourglass, Arch Brow, and Platinum Blonde, plus the Merit 1980 Brow in Blonde. So I'm gonna do my brows really quick off camera and I'll be back. Ooh, okay, for this look, I'm so excited because we're gonna be using a MAC paint pot. These are still so good, okay? And I totally forgot how amazing they are. But today we're gonna be using a new shade. This is the shade Contemplative State. It's like a really beautiful, warm, mustardy brown. And I kind of want to create just kind of a really nice, warm, smoky, blown out eye. Something simple that kind of looks like it coming within the eyelid. So I'm gonna take that same Sigma concealer brush, except I'm gonna take it on the other side so we don't mix the concealer with the paint pot. Now I'm just gonna apply this to my lid. Oh my God, it is just as pretty as I thought it would be. And you don't have to go crazy precise with this, but oh my God, the good old days where everybody was using Painterly and all of that good stuff. I miss those days. I'm just gonna use a synthetic blending brush from Essam and blend this out into the shape that I want, which is above my crease and out towards my brow and lift it upward. You can also blend with your finger, but oh, that's a pretty shade. And I'm just gonna take the remainder of what's on this brush underneath my lash line. Gorgeous, it's so gorgeous. This is gonna be such a pretty shade when I'm very like tan in the summer. But I love shades like this, warm and browny and mustardy. So if I have the opportunity to put it on my face, are you kidding me? I'm gonna go for it. This shade, Contemplative State, is a great base just based off of the undertone, because I'm obviously using it for the first time, for bronzy shimmery shades, neutrals, mattes. You could really do a lot with this. So don't be intimidated by the color, because it's gonna go with a lot of neutrals, a lot of bronzy shades, which I know on this channel we all love and we all own. Even this on its own, MAC's Paint Pot in Contemplative State, is so pretty. Oh my God, I almost just want to put mascara on and focus on the face products I bought. But I bought new individual eyeshadows from MAC, and that was so fun because all of my MAC eyeshadows are totally just like way too old to be using. So I went ahead and I bought some eyeshadows new and fresh for this video. All right, now we're gonna go into the shades that I purchased. And I put it in one of my old MAC palettes. So right over this, because I want to smoke it out. Wait, no, we're gonna go for liner. Let's go for liner first. I'm gonna use a very old favorite, MAC's Eye Kohl in Costa Riche. If you forgot how good their eyeliners are, oh girl, so did I. So I'm just gonna take this all the way in my waterline, and Costa Riche was one of my favorite eyeliners from back in the day because it's so warm and it makes my eyes look so green. So I'm gonna take it all over my waterline, and I'm also gonna take this straight out. Keeping my eye open just like that. Leave it messy, don't worry, we're getting there, we're getting there. Now I'm gonna take a Laura Mercier smudger brush, and I'm gonna smudge this on my lower lash line. Smoke it out. And with MAC's Eye Kohls, you have so much work time, so you don't have to be intimidated by deciding on a brush that you wanna use. And I'm just gonna be flicking this upward to bring the pigmentation up on my lid as well. Again, water lines. And I'm just gonna wing this straight out, bring a little bit on the upper lid, and smudge it out. And just blend the eyeliner upward and outward until you're happy with the shape, because again, you have so much work time, and because you're blending over a paint pot, you have even more work time. And I'm just gonna correct this little shape here with a flat concealer brush, clean it up a little bit. Now we're gonna go into, oh my God, Antiqued, which is a really, one more thing rolls off my desk, I'm gonna lose my mind. It's a really pretty coppery brown, and honestly, why waste the pigmentation? I'm just gonna apply this all over my lid anyway. I'm gonna be using a Sigma E55. It's a dense, thick, kind of stubby brush that'll help me pack the color on. And I'm gonna apply this all over my lid. Antiqued was a fave back in the day, and I can't tell you how excited I was to repurchase it. Look how pretty it is. It's not even blended out, and we just love her. And I'm also gonna take that on my lower lash line, because again, we're gonna go for that smoky, bronzy look. And now I'm just blending this out and up. Now for a blend out shade, I'm gonna take Soft Brown. Oh, remember her on my MAC 224. This is an original brush that I purchased 12 something years ago. And I'm just gonna take that and blend it out. It's still one of my very favorite blending brushes. Now this was back when they were animal hair brushes and they performed a little bit differently, to be honest, but I know animal hair isn't for everyone, but in makeup artistry, if it is done in a non-cruel way, honestly, animal hair brushes really do blend powder pigments and things like that just absolutely beautifully. I mean, synthetics have come such a long way that you really can't complain about it that much, but ooh, girl, you get yourself some natural hair brushes that are really nice, you will see a difference. Now on cream products, you want to use synthetic brushes just because that's what will blend your cream products better. So there's a purpose for everything when it comes to tools and products that you use. So just keep that in mind. Now to build up the depth on the outer portion of the eye, I'm gonna go in with Swiss chocolate. Another absolute fave from back in the day. It just puts a smile on my face to be using these products today. I'm gonna take that on a MAC 221. Actually, you know what? No, before I do that, I'm gonna take it on a Refer 12, which is a nice little dense dome brush. I like to, this is such an easy way to get a good shape for hooded lids and smaller eyes. So you just kind of stamp it right on there and then you can shape out right from there. We're just gonna create kind of like a little bit of a very, very soft cut crease. And then I'm gonna blend that with my MAC 224. Ooh, I am loving how this is turning out. My face being a little too pale is a little alarming, but other than that, this is going swimmingly. One more eyeliner to use. This is the Eye Kohl in Teddy. It's a darker brown than Costa Riche. I'll swatch them actually right next to each other so you can see. Costa Riche is a very, very, very warm kind of medium brown. Then we have Teddy, which is a cooler, darker brown. So these two together are really beautiful. I'm only gonna take this on the outer parts of my waterlines and wing out my liner a little bit, just to kind of anchor the shape of the eye a little more. Just like that. And then you take that same dome brush and smudge it out. So I don't want the line to be super defined, but I do want to keep that lifted shape. Just a little something there on the outer part of the eye. Now to just seal the deal and blend everything one more time, I'm gonna take soft brown and my MAC 224 and blend it all again. Ooh, we are dramatic today and I like it. Now let's play with the other face products. I got another Mineralized Skin Finish Natural in the shade Dark Deep because I wanted to use this as a bronzer. So that's what we're gonna do and really kind of bronze up the very pale face we have going on today. And because this is a sheerer coverage product, we can kind of get away with a little bit of light bronzing and contouring with it without it looking too crazy. And I'm also gonna connect my eyeshadow with this bronzer per usual. I love connecting my eyeshadows with bronzers and blushes just because it makes everything look seamless. And if your picture's being taken and you've turned your head to the side, it doesn't look like you have a bunch of lighter patches on your face. Just your makeup looks like it's coming from within your skin, which is the goal. I mean, makeup's really fun, but makeup's even better when it looks like it's just like a part of you. And you don't have to always wear very natural looks to make that happen. It's just all about how you apply your products and the placement of those products. I'm even gonna go a little bit on the tops of my cheeks with this, and my nose, and my jaw area. So technically this is a setting powder, so it's great if you don't want too much pigmentation there, but you want something to warm the face. Ooh, girl. Oh, and then I'm just gonna take the excess and just kind of go a little bit all over my face because, girl, we are pale today. I'm just gonna take my big Refer blush or brush in the number 22 and blend that on my face all over so there is no lines. Because blending your face products is just as important as blending your eyeshadows. Okay, for blush. I had to play with this blush a few times before I finally got the hang of how to use it, best way to use it, and how I like it most. This has been on my, I have a tiny little hair, gotcha. This has been on my wish list for a couple of years actually. This is the MAC Glow Play Blush in the shade So Natural. Now I have tried applying this with my fingers, with the Beauty Blender. It is best with a stippling brush like this. This is a Sigma F55 and swirl, swirl, swirl. At first I was like, there's no way this could apply with a blush brush and I was wrong. It deposits better pigmentation on the face when you use a brush for some reason. I don't know. I've tried it all the different ways and I just feel like a really nice stippling brush gets the job done. And maybe it's this shade. It's like not extremely pigmented. And I am pretty pale, you know, and I've tried it with being even more pale than I am today. And I just really had a hard time with my fingers and the Beauty Blender picking up any pigmentation. But so natural. It looks like it'll be like kind of peachy pink, but it ends up being kind of bronzy and peachy. Isn't she so pretty and glowy? Ooh. All right, last face product. Okay, I already have Whisper of Guilt. So I had to pick up MAC's Extra Dimension Skin Finish in the shade Double Gleam. This is a light, very fair type of like golden shift highlighter. And I think that it is so beautiful. I mean, we think the Charlotte Tilbury highlighters are beautiful. Don't forget about MAC's Extra Dimension Skin Finishes. I mean, I do. They are insanely gorgeous. Whisper of Guilt is a little bit, it's like more beige. And sometimes it can make me look, if I'm very pale, it can look a little muddy on my face. But if I have a little bit of a tan, I can really get away with wearing it. But I really love Double Gleam for my skin tone. Maybe we're going crazy. I don't think so. I just want to be very glowy. Glowiness equals happiness. So glowy. All right. This last product I've tried one other time and I hated it, but I held on to it because I thought maybe if I try it again, I will like it. It's MAC's new Magic Extension Mascara. It has an extremely rosy scent to it, and that was kind of like a big turnoff. I used to love Dior's mascaras, but the scent of the rosiness was so intense that I stopped purchasing the Dior Show mascaras. And that's what this smells like. Give myself one more blend before we go in with the mascara. I like to apply my mascara last step these days because I get a lot of craziness around my eyes and it'll disturb my lashes. So we're not doing that anymore. So I'm gonna curl my lashes. Also, you guys, okay, so I'm a 90s kid. I was born in the 80s, right? And so I was cursed with the thin eyebrow trend. We all had very thin eyebrows. Well, my eyebrows never grew back. Everybody like, oh, I'm growing my eyebrows back. How? I've tried serums. My eyebrows do not want to grow back. And so I'm embracing the thinness of my brows because apparently it's coming back and I don't want that to happen. I talked about this in a trend video last year. I was like, please don't do this to the ladies of the world. But here we are. We have supermodels wearing very thin eyebrows. Mine aren't as thin, but today we're not even filling in the underneath that's has no hair. These are my eyebrows. Let's try this again. Whew. It smells so strong. So this is supposed to be like an extremely volumizing and lengthening mascara. And I feel like the last time I tried it, I was so overwhelmed with the scent of it that like I just didn't apply it the best possible because I kept like smelling it and I let the mascara dry a little too much. But I feel like, I believe this is a fiber extension mascara. I feel like it's really dry and it's way past the time I could return it because I saved it for this video. So I'm hoping that I can make this work. But like, do you see this? I've only had this mascara for 2 months. The fibers or the mascara product itself just gets everywhere. And it's a very dry formula. It had good reviews though on MAC's website, so it may work for some of y'all. But it's just, I don't know, it just is like, this is one coat and it's like, what is anything there? You know, we'll do a second coat. But I think honestly, just to save this look because I have a meeting and more videos to film today. Yeah, we're putting it down. I don't like this mascara. It's not good. It does have a locking mechanism, but I'm gonna move along to what I'm loving right now is the Hourglass Unlocked mascara just because this is not doing any better than the other times I tried it and I don't feel like having my lashes crazy for the rest of the work day. There, that saved it a little bit. It's just so dry. It's like the fibers get on your lashes, but they don't go on properly or something. And the Hourglass Unlocked mascara, now this is a MAC video, but the Unlocked, it like lengthens and is also really glossy black. And honestly, I have never liked MAC mascaras, so I'm not surprised. All right, I saved it a little bit, but it's still not like the best if I would have just used the mascara that I know and love. Let me know in the comments if you like any MAC mascaras and which ones you recommend, or are you like me and you've always just had a bad experience with them? And I just feel like I'm gonna overdo it because I'm trying to correct this. All right, I think that's as good as we're gonna get. So I definitely got some mascara on my lid there, but with the unlocked, it just takes a second and you just take it off with a Q-tip. So we're gonna move on to lips. There was nothing more tempting than to purchase 2 mini MAC lipsticks. There is nothing in this world quite like a brand new vanilla scented MAC lipstick. They are just still so good. That's like getting a new Barbie or something. Ooh, the smell of a new Barbie. I can't tell you. I have mascara all over my finger. Anyway, the lip pencil we're gonna use today is Spice. I've actually never owned this lip pencil, and that's crazy to me. MAC's lip pencils are still some of my favorite. So Spice goes perfectly with this lipstick that I chose to purchase because I only got one. Can you believe it? I only got one because it's been on my wish list for a couple years. So here's Spice. It's like an orangey, like a smoked peachy nude. Okay, this is Spice on her own. Isn't she so pretty? I think she's so pretty. The lipstick that I've had on my wish list for MAC is Smoked Almond. Oh, and I finally purchased this. It was this and the So Natural Blush and Smoked Almond have been on my list literally for 2 years because I like saw it on my MAC account. Smoked Almond and Spice are so gorgeous together, and I had a suspicion they would be, and I'm so glad I bought them. Smoked Almond is an amplified cream, and if you're not familiar with MAC's lipstick formulation, amplified creams are a little bit shinier than the cream sheens, and they do have a lot of pigmentation. I'm just gonna correct my lip down here. Well, that is it for this look. I hope you guys love it. I love how the eyes turned out. They're exactly how I wanted and pictured, just like the pigmentation coming from the eyelids, you know, and Smoked Almond and just all of the colors going so well together. It was so fun doing a full face of MAC cosmetics. Let me know if you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you would like to see more MAC products featured on my channel. I love MAC cosmetics. I feel like they are still at a great price point for the quality, color payoff, and just overall great products to use on yourself, or if you are a makeup artist like me, on other people. Don't forget about MAC. Don't sleep on MAC, girl. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Everything that I am wearing that I mentioned, this whole look will be listed and linked below so you can find the exact products I used today in the exact order that I used them. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
All right.